Hi there, I'm Peter Binnings, a therapist specializing in treating anxiety, and I'm here today to give you another tool for your toolbox. I talked to you guys about giving you the tools to build a life worth living, but how do we know what is worth living for? That's a key concept I work with people in my practice, and that's often defined around their values. Now, values are kind of your guiding principles or what's really important to you. They can give you direction in life. So imagine you're in the forest and you're lost. You pull out your compass, you say, I need to head east. I don't know exactly where I'm going, but I know if I head east, I'm going to get to a place that's going to be better for me. So, just like that, in life, when we're confused, lost, we don't know what to do, if we can look to our values, it can help guide us. But how do we know what we give value to? How do we know what's important? I like this metaphor because it helps kind of clarify that and help us identify what's important to us in our life and what we should be focusing on. Here we go. Professor walks in, first day of class, puts a big container down in front of the classroom and says, all right, class, what? Everyone focus up over here. Pulls out a bunch of ping pong balls, drops them into the container, fills it up to the top. Asks the class, does this look full? Yes, professor, it looks full. Great. Professor pulls out some gravel, kind of puts it into the container. Once again asks, does this look full? It's kind of filled it up to the top. Yes, professor, it looks cool. Professor then gets a bunch of kind of dirt and sand and kind of puts it in there, fills it up to the top. Is it full now? Yes, professor, it's full. Professor then pours 2 cups of tea, pours it on in, fills it up to the top. Is it full now? Yes, professor, it's full. What's the point of this? Professor says, this container represents your life. These ping pong balls represent all the really important things in your life. As if this container was filled up with just these ping pong balls, you would feel like you have a full life. These are important relationships. So relationships with your family, relationships with your spouse or your partner, relationships with your kids or close friends. These are also, your health, your well-being, or things you're really passionate about, things that really just give you meaning in life, whether that's travel, whether that's reading, whether that's nature, whether that's some sort of hobby or sport. This gravel represents other things that are important to you, but not as much as the ping pong ball. So say your car or your house or money from your job. And the sand represents all the other little stuff. People cutting off in traffic, the annoying emails, arguments at work, all the chores, the dishes, all that sort of stuff. Well, if you only fill up your life with the small stuff, with the sand and the gravel, with the sand, you're not going to have any room for the gravel, much less the ping pong balls. So, I want you now to think about, what are your ping pong balls? What are those important things? And what do you want to make sure you focus on? What are those important relationships? And what actions can you take? Is that spending time with your kids? Is that going on a date with your spouse? Is that connecting with a friend? Is that going to the doctor and checking in about your health? Is that exercising? Is that getting out and going on a walk in nature? Or reading, making time to read a good book? Think about what the things are kind of the gravel, and then think about how much you're focusing on the sand and the dirt, and if you can let some of that stuff go. At the end of this, one of the students says, Professor, what's the deal with the tea? Professor says, well, of course, there's always time to have tea with a friend. All right. So take that with you, use that. If you like this video and you want to find out more about my approach, feel free to give me a call. I offer free 15 and 30-minute phone consultations, or you can check out my website or give me an email. Once again, I'm here to give you the tools to help build a life worth living. All right, you got another tool. All right, enjoy. Thanks.